All right, guys, we're gonna move to close guard. And so I'm gonna change it up in the morning. We're just gonna start with the arm bar from close guard. So we can just rep it. When we come back Wednesday, we'll work at breaking posture and everything else. But for now, the first thing out of the gate, arm bar from close guard, and we'll probably be here 3 weeks for close guard. Maybe longer. There's just a lot we can do from close guard. And I noticed I've been training more. Like Saturday when I jumped in your up, down, out, we were close guard. Like it all comes back. Like, why don't I play more close guard? I feel like if I close my guard, guys are in trouble because you just have them there. They're a captive audience, and you can just start breaking them down when you're in your close guard. So I want to work on that a little bit. So let's just work on the mechanics of the arm bar, guys. So again, we're going to touch on the fact that we have to break his posture. I'm going to cover it briefly. So, you know, we always bring him down with our legs and our core, whether I'm opening his arms like a chicken wing, or I like to hang out here and let this guy make the move to pass, set up, and when he moves his head, I bring him down. Okay? When I bring him down, what I want to do is here, I want to cross his arm. So let's say he's gripping up here. He's got a good grip. Like Busy, my old professors, got the best arm bar in the history, one of the best ever, truly. And that's just not me saying it, that's everyone at Gracie Baja. The guy's close guard is just wicked. If he closes his guard, you're getting tapped. So I want to break him down. So I want to boom, bring the arm here, and I want to go cross over his arm. Cross, just like a collar, cross collar, with a choke, and cross arm on the back. And look, I'm grabbing his tricep to keep his arm here, and I'm clamping my forearm to keep it pinned to my body. Now at the same time I do that, this knee comes up, this leg comes up on this hip, and my leg is tight, and my opposite arm is on the opposite shoulder. So I've broken his posture, boom, and to keep his posture, I've got his arm locked now, and I've got it crossed over across my midline. To keep his posture down, I'm across the cross shoulder. It's almost like I have a cross choke. Boom here, and then my foot is on the hip, and then my leg is starting to inch up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the angle, and 4 things are going to happen. I'm going to take my head to the right, and as I do that, I'm going to kind of pull his arm with me. My right leg is going to go heavy on his back to still control his posture, and my left leg is pushing off his hip. So all of this is where I need to be. Now guys, the transition, look, I'm flat on my back. I can't be at an angle. Triangles and arm bars, for the most part, we got to be flat. So one time in jiu-jitsu where being flat on your back is okay. Now I'm framing his head away. Boom, I'm here. I don't cross my feet. This ankle in particular is going to angle down to the mat. Look, his arm is already straight. I control the arm, not the hand. There's too much play in the hand. Here, thumb pointed up, knees tight, and I'm just bridging and getting the arm bar. So again, boom here, boom. Bring him down. Control, 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 control. Change all 4, frame the head, pass the leg, knees tight, slam that heel down, finish the arm bar. What happens is, guys, is if I'm at an angle trying to do the arm bar, I see this a lot. Guys are pulling their leg in. They're trying to change angle with their leg. And when they do that, it's too easy. For all this space, he just pulls his arm out. Or they do this one. They try to change angle here, and then he pulls his arm out, and guess where he's at? Side control. Because my angle is really bad. Because I was trying to change, because I'm at a cockeyed angle, and I'm trying to get the arm bar with my leg instead of being flat on my back. And now if I lose the arm, I'm collapsed. And I see that all the time when I watch guys roll and they try to do an arm bar with close guard. So I want to make sure I do it in a way that when I break him down, even if I lose it, I'm still in guard. Boom, I can still hear it play. Okay? But I'm not going to lose it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? All right, let's practice that. It should be hard for him to get out of here. Even if he pulls this arm out, like he's fighting, he's really resisting, and I let the arm go, pull it out, it's right in the triangle, right? So, but what we're going to do, look, just one thing I want to explain is, look, if my legs are up here, and he's big and strong, and his posture's up, that's what's going to happen. I need to get this heel, boom, to the mat. Take away his power to straighten his back, lengthen his back. Keep him down there, okay? And then finish. Even if I have to scoop his leg and dump him, do that and finish here, boom, okay? But I want to talk more about crossing the feet. So the problem when I cross the feet is my knees aren't tight, so I'm not tight around his elbow. So there's a greater likelihood that he can get his arm out, okay? When I do use the cross is here. When I get someone here, he's going to want to stack me. And he wants to push my knees to my face so he can put pressure on me down while he pulls his arm out, okay? So when you get stacked is when you use the cross. So I'm here, he stacks me. Now look, when I stack and flare my knees, it pushes his head away and his torso away. I've got way more power to get him away. Because he follows his head. When I flare my knees, it pushes his head up and his body follows. And now look, his arm just straightened out. Boom, it's an easy arm bar. So I don't use the cross until I need to. I want to keep that in the bank in case I need that check I want to keep that check free in case I need to cash it. I get stacked, yeah, then I cross, flare, his arm's already straight. Boom, I finish the arm bar. Okay? So let's practice out. To stack me, he needs to get his body weight over mine, right? So he's more here, closer to me. And now I'm here and he's just gonna stack me. So this leg is important, the one that controls the distance. When I'm making an angle change, look, he's not gonna be able to stack me if I'm heavy here. Now when I pass into my heels to the mat, it's harder for him to stack. If he does happen to stack, go ahead. There's another one here where you just scoop the leg here, the far knee, if it's down. Sorry. That's not.
So if you're doing it right, he shouldn't be able to stack you?
If you're doing it right. If he stands to stack or puts his outside knee up, you're spinning right here and finishing.
Because when I'm doing with Charles, like stacking him is not comfortable at all. It's like as soon as I start to stand up to stack him, I'm already.
Well, you don't stand up.
Oh, okay.
Stack, right?
All right.
You lean in with your shoulder.
Oh, lean in. Okay.
Yeah. So if he's arm bar me, my job when I stack, go ahead, is to step the outside leg up and get his knees to his face. Because what I'm trying to do is control this distance. I don't want him to extend my arm. I don't want my arm to straighten. So I keep bending it by stacking as I pull this arm out. And now I'm passing.
All right.
So that's a stack. Outside leg, step on it. Your outside leg, just hook his leg. Okay? Just hook the leg. I can still flare and finish. But he can't necessarily move around when I have his leg. So drop to your knees. What we're going to do instead here is when he stacks like this again too, we're hooking this leg and look, all I'm doing is I'm turning towards the outside, towards his head, and shooting my arm through to get him down. And I'm keeping the arm there. I'm just going to keep my knees tight and finish. And keeping my arm here so he can't run out. A lot of times in the scramble and dump, if I let go, he's going to do the hitchhiker escape because I'm trying to get my grip right. Go ahead. Hitchhiker escape. Hitchhiker escape. Boom, he's out. Good at this, but still. Yeah. So, what we want to do is, when these guys stack, here, again, I'm turning that way, shooting this arm through. Boom, here, boom, and look, no hands, I'm not grabbing anything with my hands. Everything is easier. When I start grabbing my hands, it's when you start fumbling, because it's more of a detail, right? I don't want a detailed move or grip. I just want a broad, general, all-encompassing grip. Boom, and I'm finished, okay? Let's play with that. Just protect your heads when you're transition. I really don't like, and I know it's that way now, but I don't like the angle between my torso and my thigh to be less than 90 towards me, to be acute, right? I really want to, make that vertical at worst. And then when I pass the leg, but let's say he gets his arm out. He stacks and gets his arm out, just right around. The leg that goes around the shoulder goes under the other leg, okay? I got to control his posture. If it's on top and he postures, it's out, right? Boom, it's little details at work. And to control his head, look, just stay here, tire him out. When he's a little tired, he's gonna try to get out of here and rip, and I'm just controlling his head. When he's ready, then I can bridge, pass the arm, bring him back down. Look, one hand controls the head and his arm here. Now this one's completely free. I'm changing the angle, locking it up, finishing, okay? I know that's a brief tutorial, but we'll cover it. Let's see how it looks. But if I scoop his leg and change the angle and now my foot goes outside, my whole triangle gets way tighter. And I can still attack. Sorry. Yeah. So from here is one angle I can finish here, but if I do this and change the angle, it gets way tighter.
Oh, yeah.
So lock it up and then scoop the leg if you feel comfortable. and change the angle and finish the triangle.